Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Whew, I cut my finger. Today is Friday, actual Friday, and I don't know if you can see outside behind me here, but I don't know, I didn't look at the weather. It looks like it's about to rain. Let me show you guys. It looks like it's about to rain. See how dark it is? It's getting even darker. But I need to go and look at a venue, a community center, to see if it's good for a event. And it's in Kingwood, Texas, which is not that far from me. Oh, I just love the way I smell today. I have on that perfume from Charlotte Russe. You know what? Did I think so? I have on this perfume from Charlotte Russe. Now my phone wanna go crazy. Called Night. I showed it to you guys in my haul that I did. I'm getting my GPS ready here. Yep, that's it. Let's see how far away this is. I didn't look it up yet. I'm getting ready to go to 32 minutes. Well, I need to start doing this. I've been putting it off. So I need to start doing this. 32 minutes to get there. Hopefully it's not raining bad over that way. But I need to do this today. And then I need to go buy a property. Because you guys know I'm on the HOA board. So I need to go buy a property and talk to the owner. Apparently, he's fighting fees that the HOA has been applying to his house, because a year ago, which is when Harvey happened here, the back of my neighborhood got flooded. And his house was caught in the flood. But he was doing a... Oh, y'all. Wait a minute. Oh, my God. Oh, I almost lost you. Wait a minute. Ooh, this is not as secure as I thought. Let's see. Are we good now? Y'all back? Are y'all back? Let me make sure y'all back. Okay, y'all back. We have never had that to happen. Oh, sorry. He was doing a rent-to-own with a couple on his house, which I think, you guys, rent-to-owns can be good if you have no other choice. Like if you can't go through a bank and actually get you a mortgage, they could be good, but they are also scams because everybody's not truthful. Because you're paying this person basically until the house is paid off, and then the person is supposed to you know, give you the house, turn the house over into your name. A lot of people don't do that. And then a lot of people, I had one person, a friend of mine actually was doing a rent-to-own, which I told her not to, but you gotta let people go through whatever they need to go through to learn a lesson. And she learned her lesson. But she was doing a rent-to-own from this lady for about 6 years. And somehow the house was foreclosed. Well, not somehow. The lady was taking my friend's money and not paying the mortgage. And the house went into foreclosure, and it was nothing my friend could do. She lost the money that she had been paying for like 5 or 6 years towards that house. She lost it. She had no proof that, you know, the rent-to-own situation that she was in was lawful or whatever. There was no paperwork for it. They couldn't find the original owner, so they couldn't talk to her about it. So she lost her money. She had to find her another house. Well, another place to stay, actually. So, if you can't get a house in your name with your mortgage, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. But anyways, that's the situation right now. So, the people up there left the house after the house flooded. And, it's a year later, almost 2 years later, actually. And he's just now coming forward to clean his house after the freaking flood. What took so long? Seriously. So, going to go meet with him so basically he could plead his case. I was the only board member that was available today to do this, because we normally do it as a whole, but the guy's kind of on a crunch because he doesn't live here. He lives somewhere else, so he doesn't have the time to wait for all of us to be together. So he has to plead his case to me, and then I will take the information back to the board and we'll make a decision, whatever. So that's another thing I have to do today. This morning I went to the dentist. It's about 1 p.m. here right now, but this morning at 10 o'clock I had a dentist appointment. I hate the dentist. I really do. And it stems from my childhood. I had a bad experience when I was a child and have not, I guess you could say, gotten over it. So, just make sure I'm going the right way. So, it took me a while to find a dentist that I can trust. So I have found one though, and he's been working with me. He's been really, really good. The first time I went to him was hell, because I needed 4 fillings, because I hadn't been to the dentist in a long time. I needed 4 fillings and a deep clean of my whole mouth. So I let him do the 4 fillings and the deep clean all in one day. So you can probably imagine I was like in pain for like 2 days from all of that. But then I went back to him maybe like 2 weeks later because I needed my wisdom tooth taken out. And so he took out 2 wisdom teeth in one day. So today was just my regular checkup, 6 months cleaning. It was just a regular thing. So now I'm trying to make sure I go every 6 months. Now, my kid, my daughter, I have been taking her to the dentist since she was 1. She has no freaking fear of the dentist. None. And I make sure she goes every 6 months because I can't pay for her mouth and my mouth at the same time. I don't make that type of money. So I started off right with her. My mom didn't take us every 6 months. It was like a once a year type situation. Or if we complained about something hurting us. Other than that, we didn't go to the dentist regularly. So, but I started that regular care with my daughter because I didn't want her to have, problems with her teeth when she, growing up. The first thing people look at is your teeth, your appearance, your teeth. So I didn't want her to have that problem. What else we got going on? Oh, tonight I'm cooking curry chicken. Now I'm going to insert a picture now. And this is a curry paste that I bought from Amazon last month. So I'm just now getting around to using it. I put some lead quarters in the crock pot and I put the paste all over the lead quarters. And so we're going to have cabbage tonight with peas and carrots mixed into the cabbage and some type of rice. I don't know what type of rice yet. And I will try to remember to insert a picture of my plate to show you guys what it turned out to look like and how it tastes. Now, if this curry paste, I normally use curry powder, but I want to try something a little different, so that's why I'm using the curry paste. But if it turns out pretty good, then I might order another one. And then I also saw on there jerk chicken sauce. So I think I'm going to order a jerk chicken sauce too because my daughter likes jerk chicken. There's always a little bit of traffic going this way. no matter what time of the day you go, come this way, it's a little bit of traffic. Y'all, I have been watching, if you have Showtime, I have been watching this show called The Chi, C-H-I. It's a show based from Chicago, and it's pretty good. Like, I caught the first episode of season 2, and I was like, okay, I'm lost. I need to find season 1 and watch it so I can catch up, right? So I found season 1 on demand. So I watched it. One day I was off, and I watched season 1 that whole day. And after watching season 1, now I understand where season 2 is picking up at. So it's gonna be, that's a really good show if you're looking for shows to watch. Also, it's a series on YouTube. I forgot the name of it. Love Talks, Tough Love. It's a channel, but they have a series going on right now called Pillow Talk. And I really do like that series. I really do. So that's another thing to watch if you're like looking for shows. Sex Education on Netflix. I just got into it, but it's pretty freaking funny. And of course it's talking about sex. The boy's mother is a sex therapist. So, you know, check that out. If you're looking for something to watch on Netflix. Why is this dude riding his brakes? Like, what is wrong with you? And then as soon as you get over and go around them, they pick up speed. So what else has been going on? Nothing really. Oh, it looks, okay, in my rearview mirror, it looks really dark behind me. I better be paying attention to GPS too. And then that's another thing I don't like about GPS. It burns your battery. It runs your battery down. It's now saying 19 minutes away. This is the dip powder. This color is Spellbound. I do need to do my nails. I'm going to do them. Well, my daughter's going to do them today. My daughter does my nails. I do her nails. But my nails are growing. You see that? And then it chipped over here. I did something with a file at work and it chipped over here. But my nails are growing from that dip powder. And they feel stronger than if I was going to a nail shop and getting acrylic on it and a fake nail and all that. They feel really strong. So, if you think about going the dip powder way and save your coins, rather than going to the Chinese people every 2 weeks or every month, however you do it, try the dip powder. No, this is not sponsored. I bought the product on my own with my own coins. I did buy it from Amazon, the Kira Sky dip powder kit. I also buy my dip powders from there too. I just got a new dip powder called the Lac. So I think that's what I'm going to put on my nails, is that color. I do have another color. I have two other colors I have not tried yet that came with the kit. So I don't know. We'll see. You'll probably see in the next video, you know, a different color. You watching me talk to the camera, you, oh my goodness. I thought about getting my windows tinted. Like, my back windows are tinted. It's just the two front that's not. I was thinking about getting it done because people are so fucking nosy. What else been going on? Honey is better. She's doing a lot better, actually. She finally went back to work. Every now and again, you know, she have a little pain from they did like 7 slits in her stomach so they could do the surgery laparoscopically or whatever. So every now and again she gets a little pain from the little slits that they made in her stomach, but other than that, she's good. She healed great. She's back to work, so she's good. So thank God for that. anniversary is next month, May 14th. And I don't know what we're going to do. We have some things up in the air that we want to do. Going to Austin was one of them. I'm not for sure yet. And then we had something else up in the air. So, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. So, I am just going to finish my ride to this multi-purpose center to go and check it out. I hope it has a kitchen like it said it does online, because I do need a kitchen wherever we're gonna do this event at. It does need a kitchen. Now the other place has a kitchen, but it is an hour away, and I don't know if my guests would want to travel an hour away from their house. Even this place is a stretch, because it's going to be about 45 minutes for the people that lives on the south side of Houston to come. But I mean, my thing is, if I'm throwing an event and all you have to do is show up, you know, if driving 30 minutes is a big hassle, then you wasn't meant to be there in the first place. Or if driving 45 minutes, you wasn't meant to be there in the first place. So, anywho, I'm going to go and check this place out, and then I'll get back with you guys. If the people let me record in there, then I can record, and actually that would help me when I show Honey what the place looked like later on, rather than just having to tell her. So, we'll see. I'll be back. Hey y'all, I'm back. I couldn't record because the guy was all nervous like he was being freaking interviewed. But, I actually like this place. They have a full kitchen. Like a commercial kitchen. And then they have a kitchen where you can just, like, a refrigerator, microwave, and something else. So, truthfully, if I go with a caterer, I don't need the full kitchen. But then I'm like, but then this guy that was in there, he was really, really helpful. Really helpful. He gave me some ideas. He really did. He gave me some ideas that I might just entertain. He really gave me some good ideas. Really did give me some good ideas. So, I might be entertaining those ideas. Pet what? Pet Ranch. Oh, that's a pet and grooming place. Oh, Smoothie King. I think I'm gonna go get me a smoothie. I want a green smoothie. Oh, I feel like I gotta sneeze. Oh, excuse me. So they have an area that sits 200 people, and they have an area that sits 150 people. So I'm only doing like 75. Girl. So this might be a good thing. Do I really want this? And I need to get back to my side of town so that I can pick my kid up for 3 o'clock. But I really do. I like this place. But then I was thinking about decorations too. I really do like this place. So, but the guy gave me some good ideas for his food, because he said that he got married this, the past September, and he was telling me what they did for his catering. They didn't actually have a caterer, because he said he talked to somebody and they told him $12 a plate, and he said he had 200 people at his wedding. And the person was like $3,000 for food, and he was like, nah, I ain't gonna be able to do that. So he gave me a really good idea, which I had already thought of, truthfully. Had already thought of. So I'm going to entertain kind of what he said. Because, okay, I thought about doing the food myself for the event. Oh, you act like you don't see them goddamn speed bumps. I thought about catering the food for myself, but I don't want to do that the day of. I don't want to have that type of pressure on me. But if I get the kitchen with the place, then it's going to be like a place where I can go and warm up the food. I'm going to tell y'all pretty soon about this event. I really am, because I'm getting tired of referring to it like that. Where's Smoothie King, girl? I do not see Smoothie King. And that sign got my mouth all ready for a damn smoothie. Don't you just hate that? Somebody get your hopes up. But that guy was really, really helpful. He really, really was helpful. I'm not gonna be able to do it next Friday. Girl, let me get out of here. I'm not gonna be able to do it next Friday, because next Friday is Good Friday, and you know people ain't gonna be at work, honey. We gonna be doing what we do. So I have a couple more places that I want to go and look at. For this event. And he even told me where he had his at, and he was like, well, they run about the same cost, but I mean, if you're just shopping around looking for stuff, just bag on up, honey. Ain't nobody coming. Just bag on up. Girl, that's why when you driving, baby, you gotta drive for yourself and everybody else, honey. For real. But let me get out this Kingwood area. I know this used to be a grocery store. Girl, let me pass you up, because you don't know where you going. You don't know what you're doing. And the prices wasn't that bad either, but he did say, like, if my rental was going to be total $500, the deposit that you get back 48 hours after they assess and make sure you haven't damaged anything, you get it back 48 hours after that. And so if the rental was $500, the deposit would be $500. But you would get the $500 back after 48 hours. So that's not bad. Because some of these places ain't trying to give you no money back. You feel me? So, yeah. But it was good to actually go and talk to somebody. Because I've been looking online at some places. And then when you call, they half the time they don't answer the dang on phone. So it was good to go and talk to somebody. So alright, I am going to go back towards my house because it's 2 o'clock now. I'm going to go back towards my house so I can pick my kid up for 3 o'clock. And get things moving. What are we doing tonight? I know I have to get my daughter to do my nails. Tomorrow is my aunt's funeral, which has been a big freaking mess. Like, we have a family chat on Facebook family messenger chat, and ever since my aunt died, like, my cousins have been feuding. And I don't even freaking get, I mean, I understand why some cousins are feuding with the cousins that are actually the daughters of my aunt that passed. This is one of my daddy's sisters. Like, this is going to be the first sibling that has passed amongst them. It was 12 of them, and they just lost a sibling. So, I think the oldest is like 80-something years old. And then you have, you know, those siblings that fall, and then the aunt that passed, she's a part of the younger set of kids. So my daddy is 68. His sister was like right around his age. So this is the first sibling that has passed in their pack. But the cousins are feuding with each other because they feel like the daughters kind of left the family out on information. And my dad felt the same way for a while too, but he kind of has like given it, you know, let it go or whatever, because this particular aunt stayed 10 minutes from my dad, and my dad used to go and like get her medication for her. He used to take her food when she said she didn't have food. If she would call him and tell him she wanted fruit or whatever, because she was bedbound. She's been bedbound for years, but so she couldn't do for herself, and her trifling ass daughters wasn't doing that much for her either. Like, my daddy would pay somebody to go clean her house because her trifling ass daughters wasn't doing it, and they were living right in the house with their mother and had her living in filth, you know. But anywho, you know, he would go and get her fruit. He would take her packages of water, and I mean, this is the sister that he did a lot of stuff for. Like, when her lights got cut off, my daddy went in his pocket and paid for her lights to get back cut on, you know, just. And so they didn't have the he felt like they should have had courtesy for him to tell him that my aunt had went into hospice, that she was in a hospital and all this other stuff. You know, they weren't communicating that with her, but as soon as something was going wrong with her, they would call him for like money and assistance and all that. So he was really upset with them when he found out that she was in hospice and nobody knew. And because she went into the hospital for a while, and she was like in ICU for a while, and it took my daddy a while to find out what hospital she was in and stuff. And so he went to see her when she was at ICU, and he said he kind of felt like that was it. So when he went to visit her, he said his goodbyes then. So when she went to hospice, she got put on life support. They found that out from talking to another auntie that lives in Louisiana. So they found out she was on life support, and then they found, ooh, like, seriously? Really? They found out that she was in Louisiana. I mean, they found out she was in hospice, and then they got word that she had passed. And then the daughters didn't even have the courtesy to tell, like, call and tell the family. They put it in the Facebook family chat that their mom had passed. That's how everybody found out. So anywho, you know, you deal with those things. You deal with those things. So anyways, so her funeral is tomorrow. And actually, I was close to this aunt. This was the aunt house that when she was, you know, well, and I was younger, this is the aunt that I would cry to go to. Like, I would cry to go to her house every weekend, to be around her and her daughters or whatever. Because, you know, I came from a family of boys. So she had 3 girls. And so this is the aunt that I spent a lot of time with. So I feel a certain type of way too. But it is what it is. Can't do nothing about it. It is what it is. So her funeral is tomorrow. And then they called my daddy, because my daddy is a minister. and they called my dad to ask him if they could have the funeral at his church. So of course he had to, you know, get with his pastor and all that. And so the pastor told him, yeah, you know, you can have the church for your sister's funeral, and they also have like an eating hall. The pastor was like, use the eating hall for the, you know, aftermath or repast or whatever they call it, where you go and eat the food after the funeral, okay? And then they asked my dad to who was gonna preach the funeral. Well, my dad was like, well, I thought y'all had a preacher. Y'all just asked me for the church. So I don't know what the outcome of that was just yet. It seems like every day they called me about something different. Also, I'm going to the funeral home later on to see the body, basically. My cousin wants me to see about a little makeup for my aunt. And I'm used to doing makeup on, you know, dead people. I have done it. But it's a little different when it's your family. You know what I mean? So I want to go, and I'm going to take my daddy with me, okay? So I'm doing that later on. But the funeral is tomorrow. And they have this funeral like really freaking early. Like 9 o'clock is the viewing of the body. 10 o'clock is the actual funeral. I'm like, damn. I have never known anybody to have a funeral that freaking early on a Saturday. They normally do the viewing at 10, and then like the funeral service at 11, you know? And I was like, damn. Y'all know I have been up since 5 o'clock this morning with my kid. So I'm like, I ain't getting out one day to just lay in the bed. On Fridays, I normally lay in the bed till about 12 and then get up and start moving around. But I couldn't do that today. But I guess it ain't about me, huh? It's not about me at all. I should go ahead and head to my daughter's school because I am like a good little ways away. So I probably should just go ahead and get on the freeway. So I guess I will come back once little mini me is in the car. Y'all, I got my green. This is the apple kiwi green smoothie from Smoothie King. On Fridays, the one by my house. Hold up, Daddy, you just coming out. Don't stop or nothing. Damn. Girl, I'm telling y'all gotta be driving for yourself and everybody else. Baby, they be done tore your shit up and gone about their business. But on Fridays by Smoothie King by my house, you get a medium. And this is a medium. I would think this is more of a large. But this is a medium apple kiwi green smoothie. And it was $5. On Fridays, the mediums are $5 by my house. So I have to remember that. Maybe I'll get up and go and get a medium smoothie on Fridays. You can taste the banana in this. It's so good. So it has apple, kiwi, banana, kale, and something else in it. That's good. Alright, I just wanted to share my drink with you guys. I'm gonna hop myself on the freeway because it's now 2:30 and I need to get closer by my daughter's damn school. So we'll be back.